Greetings, exclusive from TV Onion. The Cabinet meeting on 4 March 2015 has decided that the Audit Department Negara verified the account of One Malaysian Development Berhad as non-1MDB, and related reports shall be submitted to the Account Committee Public Money yearly on 2015. The PSC had also requested JAN perform audits on 1MDB. Accordingly, the audit of 1MDB was conducted by JAN from March 10, 2015. The audit was conducted between March until June 2015. Is an interim audit and its report is presented to PSC on 9 and 10 July 2015. The interim report discussed statement analysis, finance and investment in a joint venture company with Petro Saudi, note subscription, Murabaha and segregated portfolio company. Next, the audit continue until 31st January 2016 and a final report is prepared containing statement analysis, financial and financial position of 1MDB Group for the financial statement ended on 31st March 2014 and financial information received up to 31st October 2015. In addition, analysis is also made on the performance of investment in equities, Murabaha notes, portfolio fund, SRC Group, real estate sector and energy sector. This final report, taking into account the issues that have been reported in the interim report as well as the discussion at PSC level. Reporter Zaid has details. We go live with Zaid.
Thank you, Mr. Rizal. At Men Studio. Origin of 1MDB Company, change of name and structure. 1MDB Company was originally an entity known as TIA, or also known as Terengganu Investment Authority. This TIA, an idea actually from the Sultan of Terengganu, who wants the state income of more than 1 billion per year in the form of oil royalties to be well managed instead of being spent freely by state politicians. Later on, TIA being taken over by the central government and placed under Ministry of Finance. The company name was later changed to 1MDB and the management structure was changed so that his full power was under Prime Minister, even though he only acted as chairman of the 1MDB advisory board. In addition, the Prime Minister also have the power to appoint the chairman and members of the board of directors of 1MDB and has authority over the last spending decision. As 1MDB is under responsibility of the Minister of Finance, the loan by 1MDB will be easier to do because it will be guaranteed by the Malaysian government. This matter should have been approved by the Cabinet, but accordingly to Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, the former Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia, it was not discussed at all by the Cabinet and also never received approval. As 1MDB debt is not officially a government loan, it has not been reported to Parliament. Of course, this situation is very strange because the debt is guaranteed by government should have got permission from Parliament, especially the amount involved is very large. Lesson for this case, we can ask one of the public observer in this area. With me is an observer, Mr. Azlan. Mr. Azlan, from your observation, what lesson can we learn from this case?
In my opinion, there are three lessons we can take. First, the importance of good and transparent organization government principle. The principle of good and transparent governance is very important in the administration of an organization, especially if it involves public organization where the money belongs to the people and has the potential to cause financial burden to the people if not managed properly. In this case, 1MDB, this principle is not used, and one of the reasons is because the absolute power lies in the hand of chairman of the advisory board of the company and not in the hand of the chairman of the board. Second, a check and balance mechanism should be established in the financial administration of the country where the prime minister should not even hold the post of finance minister. If this happens, the power of the prime minister will become too strong and uncontrolled when it abused. And the third one is very important for the people who to choose a leader who is free from the corrupt practice. The characteristic of trust, sincerity, and transparency must be present among the leader of the country. The people need to elect leader based on the criteria outlined by religion and not based on the ringgit or material give to buy vote. Citizens should not be easily fooled by money or any gift given by a political leader for quick pleasure. People need to be far-sighted and need to have a religious principle guided by life to distinguish good and bad things. Nowadays, many people choose leaders who are willing to give them the most money.
Thank you, Mr. Azlan. Now, back to Men's Studio.
Citizens
Thank you, Mr. Zaid. Before I conclude the report, I would like to remind my relative about the compliance with SOP which has been outlined by National Security Council. Kita jaga kita. Stay at home. Good night.